culture.
So we're here with the legendary Bizzle. How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed. How about you?
No, not many people ask me that question, but yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How's your day been?
It's been good, man. I got to catch up on some sleep today. You know, just with that traveling, man, my hours have been way off. So this morning I woke up and I performed at the church, but I was off for like 3 hours of sleep. So after that, I went back to the room, caught up on a little rest. So now I'm ready to turn up again tonight.
How have you found London so far?
So far, so good, man. I think I need to come longer next time. Because I feel like yesterday we tried to fit everything into one trip. And I was all day walking around. I felt like I walked the whole country yesterday. Yeah, walking and taking trains and all kind of stuff. So I like it though.
Drake drop guy playing you were with it, now you looking too suspicious. I am blessed, never had.
Honestly, that is somewhere new for me and my wife, and we both get to experience it together for the first time. So we went to the London Bridge. We went to I think it's called the London Eye. We rode the big old Ferris wheel. We went to the Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and it kind of feels like New York though. Especially when you get on that train in New York. Yeah, it feels like New York. I haven't come across no food I like that. I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, I tried not to mention the food at first. That's the part where I'm like, oh man, like I don't know, we've been listening to the wrong people, we've been trying the wrong stuff. But I'm gonna get some advice and somebody gonna have to point me in the right direction for food out here. Like straight up.
Boy, get your name up. Try to hold me down, but you know me now. Look at God, I done came up.
Honestly, I try to. A lot of my music is very deep. I can go real deep. This time I tried to keep it a little more light, which is one of the reasons I call it light work. Like the sound, even the style is really now. It's really wavy, and it's hard to make deep music that has that wavy sound. But of course, I still, had to put the deeper content in there. And honestly, it's always the season I'm in. The season I'm in always inspires me. Like, I can't write championship, triumphant music when I'm struggling. I can only write struggle music. You know what I'm saying? So I write from the season I'm in. I write from my experiences. I write from whatever God gives me. So every project is a reflection of that.
Got the juice. They hating on my team. Cause we the truth.
I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else and why they didn't do what they did. I know God had me speak up, you know what I'm saying? And what can you speak against the truth? So that's what I feel. I feel like no matter what you say, like there's only one truth. I know right now it's popular to say, oh, your truth and my truth, and it's only one truth, and you don't want to be on the other side of that, you know what I'm saying? So well, I really feel like, what could they say? You know what I'm saying?
We baboons to them poodles. I need lights to steak on my pasta plate. I go swag on them.
I definitely feel like we should speak up more. We should also be led to though. You know what I'm saying? Like there's times when Jesus kind of ducked off and went through the crowd, and then there was a time where he let them take him. There's a time for everything. We definitely need to be more vocal so that it doesn't become okay in culture. But at the same time, I don't advise everybody to do what I do the way I do it. I have more of a war mentality when it comes to this thing, and everybody's built different, but we can all still speak up in different kind of ways, you know what I'm saying? Because it shouldn't look like, if I do speak up, it shouldn't look like I'm alone or I'm the only one that feels that way, you know what I'm saying? So the more people that want to speak up, the merrier, you know what I'm saying? And it makes it easier for the next person who speaks up. They don't feel alone, you know what I'm saying? So and I think that boldness is contagious. Man, it's just looking at, and of course I only can speak for our communities in America, the black community, and just the way that we interact with each other. I feel like we could have more love, and it's hard because when you feel like you're amongst the wolves, you're tempted to become a wolf in order to survive, you know what I'm saying? But if we can all start being more intentional about showing love, and we have the saying Black Lives Matter. and like, but they gotta matter to us first. You know what I'm saying? And we need to be able to show that they matter to us. We can't go walk up with a gun and knock somebody off over $100. You know what I'm saying? Or over looking at me wrong and stepping on my shoe or saying something. Words should not get us killed by each other. You know what I'm saying? And then when someone else kills us, we feel a certain type of way. So like, I would really like to clean up home first so that we can then take the next step, which is to stand up against anybody else.
In the game, ripping shade, a renegade, still the same ain't budge. Then a winning game, same look.
I mean, I feel like we still thrive in this hip hop culture, even though, you know, we're in it, not of it type situation. But I believe we're here to be representation of Christ, right? Because if you remove us from the situation, where are they gonna find it? Who's pointing them to Christ? How many rappers can you name? You can't name on one hand how many rappers in the game are pointing you to Christ and then following that with a lifestyle, following that, you know what I'm saying? So if not us, then who? And that's our job. Like, we got different ways of doing it. I'm not really the buddy co-sign what they do like that. Like, again, to me it's war. To me, people, even if you're not losing your life physically, we're losing souls every day to the enemy. So to me, it's wartime, man. So you can't be out here with a gun and not shoot.
Like an umbrella, but I pray it don't rain. Hey, promise I don't want no smoke.
Honestly, I feel like it just comes from the Lord, because I'm not. People think when they see that, they feel like I might just naturally be confrontational or naturally like no fear. No, fear comes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bold because I never get scared, right? Fear comes, but I know who's behind me. You know what I'm saying? When you know you with somebody that can whoop everybody on the other side, you know what I'm saying? You can carry yourself a certain type of way. So when I know that what I'm doing is in obedience to God, it's like, what else? Fear who? You know what I'm saying? Why? Who else? Like, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all why y'all need to be scared. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it is. So it's nothing in and of myself, because, you know, you got Peter, who 1 minute he's slicing ears, next minute he's denying Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that tough guy bravado, because that can be here 1 minute, gone the next. It's just about the Holy Spirit giving you power in the time that you need it. You know what I'm saying?
We bad bones sitting poodles. I need lots of steak on my pasta plate. I go
So I pray before every record, before I write every record, before I record every record. I pray because I never want to just start talking out of my neck, right? Like, these is God's people. They not my people. Like, they're my fans, but they God's children. So I always want to know what he wants me to tell his children. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, if you want to go into the technical aspect, usually I'll psych, like, I have a whole list of beats that I know I like. Every beat you like, you don't get something to. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't get something at the same time. Sometimes you might be in this mood. You might have a dark beat, a happy beat. So I kind of go through them, and whichever one I'm feeling at the moment, I write. So I might write like a verse to this one, a hook to the next one. So I might be working on like 6 songs at the same time, and then they all finish at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm working on different tracks, different parts of them. Yeah. So me, I start off, I just make music, right? So some people, like, I think it's dope how some people will like have like a movie in mind, a storyline, and they'll make the songs follow this story. I don't do that. I just write and I create, and then I step back and I say, okay, what title encompasses this? What explains what I just did? You know what I'm saying? What is this? And then I'll name it.
Last something you could have, something you could pass up, and you could do the dishes. Homie, I ain't never changed her.
So the singing first started because I couldn't find nobody to sing on my records. Like, so I've always been a writer, and I'll write the hook, and then I'll try to find somebody to sing it, and they always mess it up. So then I end up singing it myself. So that's how I started singing on all my own records, and I like doing that. I've always loved doing it. Even though when I was on the secular side, the homies would be like, yo, man, you can't be singing on all these records because they're going to think we soft. You know what I'm saying? But so I've always liked it. Now that I see everybody's doing it, it's cool now. You don't have to be soft to sing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to kill this. Like, so this next album is gonna literally be half and half.
But you know me now, look at God, I done came up. They were looking for the sauce, I was cooking for the boss.
I go for the Lord. Like, this is, remember when everybody walked away from Jesus, and then the disciples came, he said, are you gonna leave too? And they like, where are we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what else I'm gonna do? Like, this is what I'm called to do. I'm called, if I put down the mic, I'm still called to share the gospel. So why not do it? This gives me a platform to share the gospel, which is something I'm gonna have to do anyway. And not only that, like, you have a lot of haters, and the bad part is the haters always are the loudest. You know what I'm saying? So you got the people who love you, sometimes they're a little more quiet. So it seems overwhelming, all of the barking, and then God will hit you with a testimony that's crazy to let you know, and then it becomes worth it. It's worth it if I gotta hear 10 people barking to see this one person's life change, then, I'm gonna learn how to deal with barking better. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, when it comes to Christians in business, like the Bible says, in business be men, like, you gotta move with integrity. And I can't say, like, I don't want to say, oh yeah, the reason it's working for me is because A, B, C. I don't know why it's working for me. It's because I'm where God has me. You know what I'm saying? But the way that you move in business, sometimes I find that people act like they clock out of God's reign when they go to their job, right? So I'm a car salesman. While I'm selling cars, I'm stepping on other people, and I'm lying to sell cars, and then I clock out, and then I'm a Christian. God don't care about when you never clock in and out of his reign, in and out of his command. You know what I'm saying? So you got to rep his name at your job, in your business, the way that you operate with people, like that love. And it's hard sometimes because people will try to manipulate you, right? Because you're a Christian. It was hard for me in the beginning. If it's God over money, give me this shirt free. If it's God over money, rap on my song free. If it's God over money, and they start to manipulate you and then make you feel like, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not careful, they'll take advantage. So you don't want that to happen, but you always want to be open to what God's trying to do. So there should never be a time where he can't tell you to put your business on hold and go do this. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I perform, I sell music. If he tells me to, like the Well Wishes project, he had me put out the project, give 100% of the profits and build wells out in Mozambique, Africa. This is my job, this is my career, I make money, but when God says, I don't want you to take money from this one, then that's what you do. And you always try to be sensitive to that, you know what I'm saying?
Bizzle, thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you tonight, yeah? God bless you. God bless you.